Hello everyone, this is Josie. I'm back to share my yarn stash with you. I had talked about before of destashing my room by using up my products and making projects and that kind of stuff so I can downsize my craft room. And that included my yarn. And I have this stash of yarn. Some of it, well, what I'm going to show you first is going to be just what I've had for a while and I haven't done anything with. And then I have some more recent purchases of yarn that I have plans for. But the old stash is what I will be focusing on to start downsizing the stash. So I'm not going to go into detail too much of all the different yarns, because I don't want this to be a super long video. But in this area right here, I have some Line brand yarn, and these are full skeins. They haven't been used at all, and I have, in the description below, I will type in how many full skeins of yarn that I have. And so you'll have an idea of how much I have to use up for this year so I can downsize this big stash of yarn. So, and, with the projects that I'm going to be making and showing, you'll kind of have an idea of how much I've used. So just different types of yarn with different textures. Here's this one. Oh, you can't see that one. Maybe this one. So, and here's this here that has full skeins of Red Heart yarn, and there's a few partial skeins from recent projects. Here's another full skein yarn, Red Heart yarn. Over here in this bin, this is a foldable bin from Hobby Lobby. I bought it a year or so ago. In blue chevron and a pink chevron one, and they're pretty large. I have this large storage bag that I have from Dollar Tree, and it has this crochet thread in it and several partial skeins of yarn, which I used my yarn winder and made cakes out of them. So there's just different colors of yarn in there. I believe there's some Red Heart, some loops and thread yarn in there, and some homespun yarn. So that is full. So this bin just has partially used skeins. So they're in some scrap yarn. So I would like to put the brands that go together and try to make projects out of those. So some of them are packaged because I did put them in cakes of what was left, and I packaged them in these gallon size zip bags. Here's another one, and here's another bag, and then there's just different scraps of yarn that I need to make something with. So, and there are different brands. There's Red Heart. Here's what is this called? Yarn Bee. This is from Hobby Lobby. There's this one here, Pearlescence, loops and threads. I believe there's some of these are Red Heart also. This one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a baby yarn that I had used for a baby blanket. There's some more Red Heart yarn. This is a bamboo silk yarn. So that's all scrap yarn here that I need to work through. And then this is full skeins of yarn that's a little more organized. I have some loops and threads yarn here. It's not showing up, but this is a very like green, grass green color. There's some multiple color ones like this one here. There's blue. There's a teal taupe. That's a Vicky Howe Karen yarn. Some Bernat yarn and this really loopy yarn stuff. There's some, forgot what they call this, Bernat bow yarn in white and in Caribbean blue, so it's like different blue and purple colors. There's some chunky hot pink and black Red Heart yarn, some eyelash trim or yarn. These are loops and threads. It's a multiple color yarn. I believe it's called Earth, and there's different tones of brown in there, black, like a red brown color. Here's this one. You can't tell. The light isn't very good, but this has like a purple and pink and some eyelash yarn blend in there. And this is called Purple Stripes. And there's that chunky, oh, it's Bernat. It's not Red Heart, it's Bernat chunky yarn. So there's that. Here's another angel hair yarn, and it's pink and purple stripes. And another loops and threads. There's pink, a light pink, a hot pink, and a lime green and white in there. So I have two of those. So that's that bin. Here's another container that has scraps in it. And then here, these fabric bins here with lids. Has some Red Heart yarn, two of those, two of Vanna's Choice line brand, a tan, a heather gray, a light blue, and a light peach. And a basket that has crochet thread in it. Plenty of it. This is Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and it is called Dove, and it's mostly gray, but there's a bit of purple in it, a very light purple. And here is some more yarn, pearlescence, Vanna's Choice line brand. There's 3 of this skein. There's 1 of these and 2 of this blue one here. This one's a teal green and blue mixture. So that's what's in this bin. And that is my oldest yarn that I need to work through. And then this next bit of yarn is going to be more recent purchases. I had picked up 3, 6, 7, 8 bags of the Loops and Threads Value Pack yarn. They came with 2 hanks of yarn in each package for like $3.50, so I picked up quite a bit. It was a really good deal, so I grabbed a white one, a red one, a black one, a purple. I don't know how well you can see that. I have this one in one of those plastic storage zip bags from Dollar Tree. I picked up the purple and 3 of the gray. Let me see if you can see it better here. This is a smoky gray or a gunmetal gray. So I picked up 3 of those and 1 of the beige. I also have, which is the recent purchases, some more loops and thread here. Impeccable loops and thread. Folklore, 2 of those, and 2 of the Tropical Storm. And then I have 2 of these small sock yarn. So I'm going to try to do a pair of socks. And this is Clover Colors. Really nice. So that's what's in here. The 2 more recent, very recent purchases from Hobby Lobby. This is Kaleidoscope. And this one is Peacock. And they're both, I love this yarn. Over here I have the Lion Brand Ice Cream yarn in Blueberry and in Tutti Frutti. So 1 of each skein. And then this is Pearlescent Everyday yarn. This is a big, I think it's a 1 pound yarn. And it's a 5 bulky. And it is like a aqua green color. And then I have 3 of the Deborah Norville Everyday yarn in white and in red, and I will be making something for myself with those. The last bag I have to show is the Dollar Tree tote bag, the Valentine one that I recently purchased. Here is completely full to the top with cotton yarn. I have 2 of the, I love this yarn, cotton from Hobby Lobby, in this white with specks of color in them. 1 of the yellow and 1 in this mint green. And then I just have several balls of, I believe, about 2 of each color. And this is white. These are sugar and cream. This is yellow, orange, and pink. Sorry for that noise. This one is Country Stripes, and it has a blue and a green variegation in there. So this is completely full of yarn. Let me see. You can kind of see it's all the way to the top. This is good for washcloths or something like for a baby. You can make for a baby. It's really soft. This is not as soft, so this is better for hand towels or also washcloths, if you like your washcloth to be a little more rough. And dishcloths, so those are nice for that. So that is all the yarn that you see here. I will be working through so I can downsize the amount of yarn I have and eventually downsize my craft room so I can have a craft area rather than a room. So that is my share of my yarn stash, and I'll be back to share my finished projects that I did with crocheting and one knit project. So thank you so much for watching and commenting, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.